is here, came down in person. She's with the Nelson Roller Derby team. Thanks so much, Danielle, for coming on down.
Absolutely. Thank
got
you
it.
for having me here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Are we on?
Yeah, I got your mic on now. Okay, here we go. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you for having me here.
Oh, and so it's this really well, kind of a surprise. I have to be honest. I didn't know Nelson had a roller derby team.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
It is kind of the general consensus most of the time, and you know, it comes down to just not having a permanent venue here that we can play at, so we often travel.
Mm-hmm. What drew you to roller derby?
Honestly, back in the day, so I've been skating for 11 years now, so I have been in it for quite some time around here. But it was just needing to find a sport. I did lots of sports growing up, and needing to find a new sport that was interesting. I went, and honestly, it was the people that drew me in. I always knew I would be good at the sports because I've done lots, and if you practice, you get good at anything. But really, it was the people that were there and that were running it and that were involved that really made me stay.
And for folks who don't know, let's explain what roller derby is, because it's a little bit of skating, it's a little bit of drama, right? It's sort of like the World Federation of Racing, of wrestling, kind of, sort of. But
yeah, it used to be that for sure. And a lot of times when you ask people when you ask them about roller derby, they're like, I know about that. They're thinking an old wooden bank track with people not wearing a lot of safety equipment, just smashing into each other at full speed.
That's exactly what I think.
Yeah, that's not today's roller derby.
Okay.
So today we play flat track roller derby, and it's played in 2-minute increments called jams. And each team will field 4 blockers and 1 jammer. So you have 5 skaters from each team on the track at a time. There's no ball. The person scoring points is the jammer. And the blockers then have to simultaneously play offense and defense at the same time to hold back the opposing jammer while allowing their jammer to get through.
So the jammer's trying to get past a certain marker?
So the players can't go for, there's a specific distance that they're allowed to spread apart, and once they're maxed that distance, they have to allow the jammer by. So you can never be too far from one another, and that's called the pack. So the jammers have to make it through the pack of skaters, and once they've exited, they come back around the track, and then they enter back in for a scoring pass, and now they're able to score points by passing an opposing player's hips.
Oh, okay.
So, I hate to be obtuse, but is the goal to make the other players fall down?
No. It is a full contact sport, so you are holding back that jammer with your body. They're running into you with their body, and you are using techniques to hold them back as best as possible. You're not allowed to hit people in the spine and the head. You can't hit with your hands. You can't hit with your feet. So it's kind of graceful body checking if you are going to make hits. But again, a lot of today's derby is slow and resisting that player and burning time on the clock, and not just smashing them off of the track.
So it sounds like it's gone more strategic and a little
Absolutely,
bit
yes.
less aggressive.
Very much so. There's still a lot of strength involved. There's still a really good hit every now and again. But yes, a lot more strategy involved.
And is there a referee to keep an
But
eye on?
that's
There
not
are-
mine went to the same place.
This surprises a lot of people. There are 7 referees in the game of roller derby. So there are 2 in the middle watching each of the jammers to count their points. There's a head ref, and there's an inside pack ref in the middle, and then on the outside there is a back, middle, and front pack refs watching for all of these penalties, people going out of bounds. If you go out of bounds, you have to come in behind the person who hit you, or that's a penalty, etc., etc. So there's a lot going on, and you need a lot of eyes on at all times.
And this is very quick. This is a minute? Is that what?
So the
How long
jams
is one
can
jam?
last for up to 2 minutes, but they will often get called off sooner because of strategic reasons. So the first jammer that makes it out is considered lead and can then end the jam at any point by tapping their hips and calling it off. So often you get out of the pack, you skate around really fast, you come back in, get some points, and call it off, so that the other jammer who maybe is on your tail doesn't get a chance to get any points.
Wow, this is complicated.
Yeah,
Yes.
and hectic. Like all of this in such a short time frame.
Yes. I always say it's about 95% mental and 5% physical.
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah.
So how does one get started in roller derby, and how old do they have to be, and so forth? So
Absolutely. So last year we have deemed ourselves a full open gender team, so we welcome everybody onto our team, and you just have to be over the age of 18. And currently we are going to start our new player, which we're calling our rookie program, on January 10th. And people can go to nelsonrollerderby.com to register, and there you'll find all of the specifics and information about how you can sign up and just show up at practice. And we have lots of loaner gear to loan out to people to get them started and get them rolling and get them just as addicted as I am.
it sounds fascinating, and so you'll have to come back and let us know when you're going to have a show.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we can let the listeners know, and I want to go.
Yeah, we definitely would love to have a game set up at the end of the summer, or beginning of the summer, and yeah, it's all just going to depend on who shows up and who wants to play.
Awesome. Well, once again, tell listeners the URL where they can go sign up.
Yeah, you can head to nelsonrollerderby.com, and you can of course find us as Nelson Roller Derby on socials.
Yeah, I found you on Facebook, I think.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We're doing it right.
Your marketing team is working. Yeah.
And does everybody need this? Your stage name is Danielle McGrath.
So my roller derby name is McGrath. So my maiden last name is McGrath, so I changed the G to a W, and yeah, you don't want to let the wrath out. My friend made a beautiful sign one game that said "Feel the McGrath," and that was my favorite.
So we could merch you too. We were just talking about merching Lola Brulette, and so
Yeah, that's
we
right.
we could get some bumper stickers going here.
And so, are names like this something that everybody does on the team?
Again, it was definitely more common at the beginning, and typically yes, but you don't have to. So yeah, we've had, oh my gosh, you're gonna try and make me think of names now.
Yeah, one of your favorites. Do you have any favorites that you've come
one
across?
of our long time standing players, their name was Courtney Shove, and that was pretty fun. Yeah, there's some pretty fun ones out
So
there.
the idea is to make the players scared before they even get on the track.
Oh yeah, intimidation, eye contact. Yeah.
Yeah. Not 95% mental. You know?
Do you guys call each other names or anything when you're out there?
It's not heated on the track. No, roller derby's pretty amazing. Often you'll see skaters hugging from opposing teams just before the jam starts and kind of joking with each other. And anytime there's an official timeout and a little bit of a break, dance parties may break out on the track. And so there's a lot of fun being had. And at the end of the day, we all like to hit each other hard, but then we all hang out after.
That's great. Yeah, this has been a very inspiring morning so far.
Oh, it's great. You want to join roller derby, right?
Yeah.
You can,
Well,
come on out.
I remember when I was younger, I used to play roller hockey, and it was around the time that it got kind of popularized, probably the mainstream, like the WWF version of it came on TV, and we thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
But it looks like a lot of fun. But I'm enjoying hearing what you're saying about it being not necessarily the drama that we saw on TV, but a little bit more of sportsmanship and friends and having fun.
Absolutely. If
Yeah,
you want to
sounds
see
great.
some high level derby, you can look at WFTDA's YouTube page, and they're kind of like our NHL of roller derby.
And Nelson has our own team. So listeners, I want you to turn out and support the Nelson Roller Derby team when the opportunity presents itself.
Absolutely, yeah. Register and come on out, and we always welcome people to drop in and check out our practices as well.
And do people who join get a nice Nelson Roller Derby toque like you have? This
I
beautiful
have.
neon hat that says NRD.
I just made these, so yes, there are some up for grabs. If you want to buy one or if you want to join, we got some up for grabs.
Awesome. I might have to do that.
Yeah, just for the toque.
Well, it's a good holiday gift.
Yes.
Okay, Danielle McGrath, we'll come back again.
Okay.
So to be continued.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming
Thank you.
on.
Danielle McGrath with Nelson Roller Derby. Oh, Mike, I definitely think you ought to give that a try.
Well, I just got a pair of roller skates. I went to check out Boomtown.
Oh, that's right.
And I haven't had a pair of roller skates since I was a kid, so
Well,
I picked them up. I haven't used them yet,
it's
but
an
maybe this
omen.
is my opportunity.
It's an omen. Oh my gosh. Well, we're going